Ancient Greek and Hindu texts record the ancient Greeks' war on the moon. The ancient Greek Lucian and the Hindu texts concerning the Greeks' war on the moon. The Greek-born Lucian from Samosata of Syria lived in 120 AD. In his book titled True History, he gives information that will surprise us. Quote, "He went in a ship that was carried by the wind for 7 days and nights, and on the 8th day he reached the moon. That's what modern human spaceships do to go to the moon." And he goes on to say, he went into a well that had mirrors on top and could see the whole world. This is a state-of-the-art telescope that man has not yet built because with it he also saw people on Earth. And then Lucian goes to say, king of the moon was Endymion, who was taken from the earth and taken to the moon and made king. He describes 3-engined airplanes, 3-headed hawks that flew. He described modern diopters they put on and took off with their eyes that anyone could wear and that they could see very far. Describing warriors in a spacesuit that had 2-horned antennae. This army belonged to Phaethon, and because they were humans like us, and the temperature of the moon was high, that's why they wore the spacesuits. In the ancient Hindu epics, they mention a war between the Greeks and the inhabitants of the moon. And specifically mentioned in the leader is that the leader of the Greeks was Hercules. Let's remember Hercules was also one of the Argonauts. And the Argonauts flew a ship, actually a craft called the Argo, and the Argo was able to read the minds of all the people that were in the ship, and the ship told the others that Hercules had to disembark from the ship because the computer could not stand listening to his thoughts. Can you imagine the technology that the ancients had? So the leader, the Hindu texts mentioned that the leader of the Greeks was Hercules. And what reason did the Hindus have in their text to mention Greeks specifically and indeed at war with the inhabitants of the moon? Before 9560 BC, it's believed that the Greeks were cosmocrats, that they clearly had the ability and technology to travel all over the earth. This is, of course, something like the Atlantean technology that the Atlanteans already had. And the Atlanteans, in my Emerald Tablets playlist, you'll see that they had tremendous technology. They even had interstellar travel and interdimensional travel. Now, written by Thoth the Atlantean, Thoth said that he believed that it was only a matter of time before the divine spirit put an end to the Atlanteans because they were misusing their technology to the detriment of humans. And he was right, that's exactly what happened. So, before 9560 BC, Greeks were cosmocrats and they had a tremendous ability and technology to travel all over the earth, because there are many reports of ancient Greek writers who wrote that there are people and buildings on the moon. And we also know that the ancient Greeks had spacecraft that the Hindus were buying from them, and also they brought in Greeks to give them the technology of crafting airships. So, how did our ancestors know about all this? Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Thank you. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.